In this video series, we're going to show you how quickly and easily you as a developer can build in Dellfer ZeroDayGuard or ZDG to protect your IoT devices from cyber attacks on any known or unknown vulnerabilities. Just briefly, I'll show you what the ZDG folder structure looks like after you've downloaded the release. In addition to the cross-compile SDK we're using for Yocto in this case, inside the Dellfer release there are two main components: our loadable kernel module that enforces the security policies you set within the kernel, and the toolkit, which you use to Dellferize your application. We have a muscle install and a transparent environment as part of this toolkit. So to begin adding Dellfer ZDG to your code, you source in the cross-compile toolchain, and then you go to the toolkit and install the native process first. Let me just enter my sudo password, and now the native tools are in the appropriate locations. Now we follow that up and install the architecture-specific pieces, ARM or x86 64-bit, install muzzle and transparent, and now the Dellfer toolkit is installed. Now we're going to show you how to build your program with Dellfer so it's protected. You'll get to see how truly rapid and fast this integration is to get enterprise-grade security into your IoT device code. When the environment is set up properly, you'll see something like this. Now we're going to use an open source package called iPerf, and what we've done is introduced a buffer overflow vulnerability in it. When that stack is corrupted, this function here will run, and it'll print out a "you've been hacked by Dellfer" message when we run it. Here we're going to build this code with Dellfer ZDG enabled. And now that it's complete, it literally took less than 5 seconds to fully protect this application from zero-day attacks and low-level hacks without having to worry about vulnerabilities in any part of the code. This is what we mean by Dellfer's ZeroDayGuard being able to rapidly integrate into your code and relieving you, the developer, from having to become a deep expert in security anticipation and complete vulnerability remediation. So now we've copied the application over to our IoT device, in this case a Raspberry Pi device. The directory called iPerf ZDG is the one that is protected from the build we just did. First, let me show you what an unprotected version of this application looks like when the ROP attack happens. What we see is that the "you've been hacked" message displays and a system call is made to display the date, and the attack was not detected. Now let's run the application with Dellfer protection. We start the iPerf server and client component and run it first without the attack, and we check the D message to show what printed out in the output. Now let's attack it and see what Dellfer ZeroDayGuard does. We want to show you how in that simple build that took less than 5 seconds, your code is now being continuously monitored over the cloud for cyber attacks. Let's jump to the Dellfer Cloud Monitor, which is showing attacks as they happen. And boom, we get the alert that iPerf was just attacked. We can dig in and see the device information, the application, the cause, and the call stack which caused the attack. This is awesome information that will help you get vulnerabilities out of your code quickly as well. What's also cool is that Dellfer has the ability not just to detect, but prevent attacks on IoT devices. If we go back to our window, we see that the "you've been hacked" message has not been displayed because ZeroDayGuard was able to terminate the thread as soon as it detected an error or an attack, which is literally instantaneously. So in summary, ZeroDayGuard is a continuously monitoring and prevention security solution that takes seconds to incorporate into your IoT code and enables you to protect those devices from hackers and low-level attacks instantaneously. Thank you.